friends of Bergen University, but particularly friends of our upcoming 2022 graduates and the clients that are graduating in 2022, all of whom have become very, very much a part of our family and whom we are going to have tears in our eyes at the conclusion of this ceremony to say goodbye. I do want you all to know it's been a fabulous opportunity to get to know your family, and it's been a fabulous opportunity to get to know the dogs that they've been working with over this period of time. And so I welcome you all, and I hope you have a wonderful opportunity to see this ceremony today.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm the General Manager for Bergen University, and I'd like to welcome today's graduation ceremony with the celebration of these wonderful students, their hard work, and I'd like to thank Bergen University's board, their faculty and staff members as well, and their family members and friends who have joined us all today. We're excited that we have all here to celebrate their hard work and all the students' perseverance and the clients as well as they graduate. This afternoon's commencement speaker, Becca Edwards, is ill, unfortunately, so she will be replaced by Devin Amundsen, our Rescue and Dog Shelter Program Manager. Devin?
We all hope that Becca at HSIMC feels better soon, as she's a tireless supporter of rescue dogs and the programs here at the university. From the first moment Bergen contacted Becca about potential collaboration, she's been an enthusiastic supporter of our programs and our students. Without our collaboration with the Humane Society for Inland Mendocino County, or HSIMC, and the open-mindedness of Becca and the rest of her team, there may not have been a rescue program at Bergen University this year. Their flexibility, dedication to life-saving, and unyielding passion for the dogs in our communities was instrumental to the success of this pilot program. Bergen University is honored to work with such an incredible group of people. Because of this partnership with HSIMC, our graduating students are now going out into the animal welfare world with a wide breadth of knowledge that will empower them to make an impact in the lives of people and animals in their own communities around the world. Becca sent me a bit of her speech, highlighting what working with students at Bergen University over these last few years has meant to everyone at HSIMC. Collaborating with Bergen University was a highlight of a very difficult year. It helped provide structure and the needed support to work with and save some of our hardest behavior cases. Denali and Dakota were severely under-socialized and spent quite a bit of time with our staff and students when we visited the shelter in person. Some of our students and staff may remember Ava, a big shepherd at HSIMC with some challenges on leash. They credit her adoption directly to the training, targeted support, and videos that came from our students. One thing that Becca learned pretty quickly when she became the dog kennel manager at HSIMC is that we can't do this all on our own. It's important to have a support system, people you can consult with and confide in. You need to be open to collaboration so you can have a greater impact on the dogs in the shelter and the people in your community. You must develop a strong team in order to be successful. HSIMC jumped at the opportunity to work with Bergen students and myself to widen their support system for shelter dogs. What Bergen's doing for shelter dogs is going to save many lives, and HSIMC is so proud to be a part of it. Right now, shelter dogs are in crisis, and every shelter is overfull. Not only is Bergen University bringing awareness to the dogs in shelters and rescues by including them in our curriculum, our programs and students are creating a larger support system for homeless dogs during a time when they need it most. For those in the trenches, so to speak, it could not come at a better time. We are so excited for each of you as you enter the next chapter of your journey. Becca and her team want each of you to know that they are here to support you and are so excited to be gaining more allies in our field of work. The team at HSIMC congratulates you on your accomplishment today and welcome you all as a partner in the world of rescue. Thank you, Becca, and to the community of the Humane Society for Inland Mendocino County for welcoming our students with open arms and open hearts. This collaboration has already changed many lives, both directly and indirectly, and will continue to change lives for many years to come. I also had the privilege of working with students in the Therapeutic Support Program at Casa Grande High School in Petaluma, alongside Bergen's Associate of Science degree program students and the service dogs in training. Our AS class taught the high school students how to teach basic obedience commands and demonstrated what an assistance dog can do. I asked the teacher and her students to send me something that I could read this graduation, because Becca just called out sick 2 days ago. The teacher for the course had this to say: having Bergen University run classes in our therapeutic support program at Casa Grande High School was an extraordinary experience for all of us, staff and students. So many students, yours and mine, shined during the program, and I personally have a new and deeper understanding of animal welfare and its overlap with human welfare because of the class. The deepest highlight for me was watching students who often have contentious relationships at school actually love being here. Instead of us working hard to try to get them motivated and inspired, I instead was able to witness that motivation and inspiration flow out of them with ease and exuberance. Several students who started a particular class in an agitated or angry state ended the class with huge smiles and feeling great about themselves and their ability to contribute to the welfare of another creature. Perhaps your students did not get to witness these transformations, as they mostly saw our students when they were excited to be with them. But I was able to see students who often needed a boost get that naturally, by being able to use skills and emotions that come naturally and with ease to them. How lucky we are that you gave your time and that your students were willing to be a part of our program. The embedded therapist for the program sent me the following. One of the primary challenges for high school students today is feeling valued and possessing the knowledge that they are significant, that who they are and what they think and feel matters. Having the Bergen University program come to our classroom and engage with our students, instructing them and teaching them, was a powerful reinforcement of their worth and value. The respect, patience, and kindness Bergen students offered them allowed our students not only to have the opportunity to experience the love and wonder of dogs, and boy did they enjoy that, they also had the chance to be treated as capable and competent young men and women. I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to witness and experience by our students that will genuinely have a lifelong impact. It provided them with memories and new insights that will help shape them and encourage them in whatever path they may choose to walk in life. One of the students in the class said all the Bergen students were very kind and gave clear instructions to us. They not only knew what they were doing with the dogs, but also knew how to explain it to us. We even forgot that the students were in training because they seemed like professionals. We could see the connections they had with their dogs, and they were fit with their dogs perfectly. I really liked being a part of the process of the dogs practicing their skills in the real world. Finally, one of the most reluctant students, who often started class a bit reluctant to participate, but could never resist eventually getting involved, when asked for a sentence to add to the speech, he paused, got a huge smile, and said with pride, "The program brings life into your arms." These are exciting additions to the university's degree programs that provide more educational opportunities to our students, while positively affecting the lives of those living in our community and beyond. Well done, students. I cannot wait to see what you achieve. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Devin. You know, Bergen University could not exist without the generous commitment of our volunteers. We are simply unable to express the depth of our appreciation to all of those who have helped and put in their time and their energy to help us out here. For now, I would like to call the Development and Media Manager and Assistant Dog Instructor, Emma Conan, to talk about the importance of our wonderful volunteers and present our volunteer awards. Please welcome Emma.
On behalf of everyone at Bergen University, I would like to express our appreciation for all of our volunteers. Puppy raisers, both short and long-term fosters, breeder caretakers, puppy petters, client training lunch volunteers, mock clients, and many, many more. We are so grateful for your energy, enthusiasm, and dedication you bring to your roles as volunteers. You bring so much to this organization: skills, advice, experience, friendship, vision, leadership, inspiration, and even more. Now I'd like to invite all of our volunteers to please stand so we can give you a round of applause. All of you, please. I see some of you sitting. Thank you all for your hard work. Today we just wanted to take a little extra time to say thank you for all you do for our dogs, our clients, and all of our programs, and our students too. Please know that your hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed. And now I would like to announce the recipient of this year's Margaret Bonkowski Volunteer Award. And this year's award goes to Chris Saffer. Chris, if you could please come up to receive your award. For years, Chris has spent countless hours caring for, playing with, and loving our service puppies in training. She always shows up with a sense of humor, a smile on her face, and a readiness to love every puppy, no matter what life throws at her. Her commitment to both the puppies and their moms is truly incredible. Thank you, Chris, for all you do.
Just something quick. I appreciate this so much. It's wonderful to get something for something that you love so much and is given so much back to you. To know that I deal with puppies from when they're born to when they're about 14 weeks old and they fit my little palm, and to see them now today and past dogs and future dogs that are helping people, it's truly, you can't get anything better than that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Emma, and congratulations, Chris. Our volunteer families support the university in so many unique ways, and the college appreciates their time and dedication. Our family wouldn't be the same without any of you. And now, let us begin the formal portion of our graduation ceremony. The university invited rescue dogs into the Bachelor of Science program from local shelters in 2021 and 2022. These dogs are now living the dream with their new families, as Devin mentioned. Devin Adamson, the head of our new Bergen Rescue Dog program, will come forward now to introduce the rescue dogs and give a synopsis of the Bergen's new program. Devin?
The Rescue Dog Pilot Program at Bergen University was originally just this idea that I kept talking about to anybody that would listen. Our students needed a wider variety of dogs to work with in the hopes that more of them would go on to work in animal welfare post-graduation. We needed dogs of various personalities and sizes, dogs with unknown backgrounds and unique quirks, and we definitely got that. As animal welfare becomes a field that incorporates more than just dogs in shelters, our students needed a broad range of experiences that rescue dogs would provide. We brought in 10 rescue dogs this year. Their pictures are over there on that table. Everybody on the way out, check them out. Howard, Lucas, their middle names are like their formerly known as names. So their original shelter names, our students sometimes rename them. Howard Lucas was originally scheduled for euthanasia at a Southern California shelter due to reported bad skin. Whiskers, Tails, and Farrell saw his picture and knew that there was something special about this dog. She introduced Howard to us immediately after we announced that we were looking for dogs for the program. Howard originally went to graduating student Noelle. He was terrified on his first day, but Noelle brought him home anyway and helped him come right back out of his shell. Howard did not like being on campus full-time his first semester here. So I fostered him for a while before Steve Moore took him at the end of last semester. Steve began working with Howard on scent detection. Howard is beyond all of his peers in scent detection, so we tried to find placement for him as a working scent detection dog. However, due to him being a pit bull, he wasn't considered for a job. He's our first rescue dog and our last rescue dog still looking for a home. Buttons wandered into a McDonald's in Lake County as a stray. She was taken to the Humane Society for Inland Mendocino County, then came to Steve Moore to work on her basic obedience. Buttons charmed everyone on campus, often rolling over for belly rubs as soon as she saw you coming. She's currently living with a wonderful family with multiple children, so she's surrounded by all kinds of love all the time. I actually just saw an update video of her running around on the beach with her family. Sir Nemo Uva was tied to the front gate of HSIMC as a puppy. He then came to work with Jamie. Nemo was not always a fan of the demands of being on campus. It's a lot of work for a puppy to be in class full-time. He's also a fun-loving guy who wants something to do. Sitting in class under a desk napping isn't always Nemo's idea of fun. For those who haven't experienced the application process of many shelters will automatically turn you away if you have children under 13. The family who's interested in Nemo has a child under 13 who happens to have autism, which can make dealing with some shelters a nightmare. One of the core values of this program has been breaking down barriers between people and dogs, and that's exactly what we did. Jamie and I dropped off Nemo at his new home on adoption day, and they had a welcome home Nemo sign on the front door waiting for him. Reports are that one of his favorite things is joining morning cuddles with the whole family. Little Chewy Mickey, this little guy was surrendered to HSIMC at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and was on our bus headed back to the university before 5 o'clock that same day. He swapped students after a couple of weeks, and Noelle has worked really hard with this little guy. Like many of the rescue dogs, transitioning to campus was tough. He needed quite a bit of mental stimulation during class. Noelle has done a fantastic job of balancing Mickey's needs with her education, and it was all worth it. Mickey made great improvements throughout the semester and finally found his forever home. Today, Chewy is living it up with an awesome family in the Bay Area. Little Logan was supposed to go to Anna, but I came down with COVID the day we were supposed to hand him off, so he had to quarantine with me at the start of the semester. Little Logan is a little firecracker. He's been so much fun to work with and always lets you know that he's in class. Anna did a fantastic job with him, and now he's part of a loving family in the Bay Area who thinks he's the perfect fit for them. Athena Ann was originally found at the landfill in Mendocino County. She was less than a year old, malnourished, sick, and pregnant. The veterinarians made the decision that carrying the fetuses to term would likely mean that Athena wouldn't survive, and that she needed to be spayed to save her life. Athena recovered from surgery in a loving foster home in Mendocino County before hopping on the transport bus down to graduating student Megan. Megan has worked with Athena this semester on her manners, since the landfill in Mendocino County didn't teach her any manners, and has set her up for success in her new home. Athena just met her adopter today and will be going home on Sunday, Mother's Day. We're really excited to see if this is the right fit for her. Lilo Cuddles was part of a very under-socialized litter at HSIMC. They identified Lilo as the most confident of the group, but it took graduating student Beatrice to help Lilo really open up. Lilo was one of the most quiet and mellow in class and proved to still have a tough time with transitioning to her new home. However, Beatrice has been with her throughout the transition, and we're happy to report that Lilo is settling into her new life as a loving family dog. Eddie Diesel came from Stockton, a high-volume shelter with an unfortunately high euthanasia rate. Eddie took a few weeks to settle into Jamie's home, but once he did, we saw that he was secretly a total goober, which we've also seen on campus. Eddie found a loving family with a loving home with the family of one of our students, so he's still in the Bergen University family. Eddie will be making the trip back across a few states with his new owner to get to his new home. Freya Nala came from Stockton. They told me she was very shy and probably not confident enough for our program. I jumped into the kennel with her, and she made a few brave steps forward to try her best to engage with me, despite her surroundings. I assigned her to graduating student Holly. Holly practically melted when she saw her for the first time back in January, saying, I was hoping you would assign me a shepherd. Turns out that Holly and Freya are the perfect match for one another, because Holly is adopting Freya so they can continue to work alongside each other. Absolutely. Some of our students and staff may have missed one special bonus dog this semester, Dolce. I received a random message on LinkedIn from someone who said who asked if I could help him find a dog, since I work with dogs. He had recently lost his last dog who did social therapy work with him. He wanted a small dog, but not too small, preferably male, and for some reason he pictured kind of a light brown color for him. The dog had to be confident enough that he might one day get training and approval through another agency to do social therapy. That exact dog had to be waiting at Animal Control in Manteca. Graduating Associate of Science students Christina and Drea teamed up to work with Dolce as an extracurricular activity. That's why his time here was so short. They needed to work with him and then get their actual assigned service dogs in training ready for placement. They taught him some basics, got to know him, socialized him to mobility equipment here on campus, and got him into his adopter's home after only 2 months in the program with us. He is still on track for placement as a social therapy dog one day. Also historic for the university, we partnered with multiple agencies to place 2 of our career change dogs working in scent roles. Favreau, aka Fave, is working as a narcotics detection dog down in Southern California. And Giannini, aka Gia, will be headed out to Texas next week to begin training as an overnight diabetic alert dog. Congratulations to all these dogs. Thank you to everyone who has supported this pilot program at the university. You've made a huge impact in the lives of not only these rescue dogs and these families, but in the lives of rescue dogs and their families across the country who our students will one day help. We're so excited to see what the next iteration of this program looks like, and thank you very much for your continued support.
Thank you, Devin. It was so amazing to hear these stories about the value that dogs can bring to the world. Just love that. And now I would like to introduce Becca once again to come forward and talk about how our other dogs can help veterans.
Students who completed Bergen's Dogs Helping Veterans program attended a lecture class in the fall semester where they received an in-depth look at post-traumatic stress disorder and other disabilities that veterans live with, and how canine-assisted therapy can help. In the spring, these students also participated in a hands-on lab class working at the Windsor House in Santa Rosa with veterans who have been homeless and have been placed in apartments and have their own little dogs. And this is a new facility. They were having trouble working with the veterans and the dogs, trying to manage the dogs, and so they asked for our help. So these students were in that pilot program. They didn't know what they were getting into, and they did it, and it was a great program. They want us back. In fact, they want us there full time. So it was a success. Steve Moore, who is a bachelor's graduate, is not here today. He is the person who put that program together at the Windsor House and taught his fellow classmates. He is a veteran. He has worked in the program for a long time. He's a wonderful dog trainer. So he was really an inspiration. So I'm proud to present certificates of completion to those students who participated in the Dogs Helping Veterans program. So please come forward when I call your name to accept your certificate. Mary Lynn Bement. Corbin. ML. Holly Highnote. Angela Husband. Christina Southern. thank you, and I really appreciate these students. This was on top of their regular course studies, and they were here late into the evening sometimes, so you guys made a difference.
All right, now we have 2 Associate of Science students who will give us a glimpse into the training that they have done over the past years with these amazing puppies and dogs.
Throughout our time at Bergen, we have learned many lessons on how to teach our dog to fulfill their role in society. Both facility dogs and service dogs alike will go into the world with their handlers. The dogs will face novel situations in order to help their team. Through the reading activity I'm going to demonstrate, we have worked on boosting the dog's cognition and ability to problem solve. When presented a reading card for the first time, the dogs must problem solve to figure out what the appropriate action matches with the words on the card. Then the dog will learn the word and pair it for the future. Here goes nothing.
And she's going to demonstrate.
Chantal had waited for years to find her dog, and it was clear that they belonged together. She demonstrated courage and great determination. Chantal and Dell continued to deepen their bond and grow together as a really beautiful dog handler team.
I just restarted it from Bergen's website.
Penny is presenting Dell to Chantal.
I have the pleasure to talk about Bosco and Connie today. I'm probably gonna cry too. Bosco was the first Bergen dog I met on tour with Connie. When I was paired with him, I was excited to finish his training. Although there were not many commands he did not know, I refined his skills. I had the pleasure to fly with him back east over Christmas break, and I know my family enjoyed meeting him. And the boy impressed all who saw him. So many people complimented us. I love you, Bosco, and I know you will continue to do great things. Bosco was also raised in the North Bay detention facility. But when he came back to campus between students and other fosters, Connie was his main foster. Those who know, Connie she's a joy to be around and such a pleasure to be with us as students.
It says it's doing
She
it.
had a partner for her tours, and he was a great partner. I know, much like myself, she will always have a soft spot for that dog.
Bosco is paired with Greta. Greta has a passion for working as a librarian in Healdsburg. She works with elementary age children and helps increase literacy. She helped foster Bosco during the height of the COVID outbreak. The two are now working together as an incredible team. Greta has even created a social media page called BiblioBosco. Both Bosco and Greta continue to encourage children to feel safe and calm while learning to read, which is really difficult and hard to be vulnerable to do so. And so we're really proud to ask Connie to present Bosco to Greta.
But it's even if I go to it. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's the old one, so I actually made a new thumbnail for the new one. Yeah. I mean, where is it going live to?
I'll be talking about Gilmore next. Gilmore stayed with Sherilyn through the pandemic. where she taught him the basic obedience. Even though he grew in size, he really wanted to always stay a puppy and loved to crawl on people's laps. Even with Sherilyn, that was probably his first thing that she noted when she came back, is he still crawls in my lap. After his time with Sherilyn, to finish off his training. Anyone who has seen Gilmore play in the field knows he can never get enough of his big blue jolly ball. He loves to do bow with you and will shamelessly ask for butt scratches, hence his sitting on your lap for them. That's all he's doing, is begging for them. Recently, Gilmore visited a group of students at a local high school. There was one boy there who was too cool or too shy to interact with the group like the rest of the kids, and Gilmore noticed it immediately and went over to him. He was very empathetic and caring as always. Gilmore always is very He came to that boy and gave him kisses and loved on him until the boy was willing to open up and interact with them, and that is just classic Gilmore. He's always wanting to make you interact and love him and love with others.
I'll be speaking about Sherilyn, who is Gilmore's client. So Sherilyn is here to do a 2-week process of client training with us. However, she has been a puppy petter and a puppy raiser for a long time. She's a psychotherapist that works in Santa Rosa, and Gilmore will be working with her in that office to help bridge the gap between the therapist and the client. He'll be there to give laps and snuggles and all kinds of kisses to people that are struggling with all kinds of things that we can't even imagine. Sherilyn was born and raised in California, and her family has been a humongous part of this process. All 3, her husband and her daughter and her, were puppy petters before fostering and puppy raising. They've been very helpful to Bergen for many years. Sherilyn and Gilmore are a perfect pairing, and we know that Gilmore is going to the perfect home, and he will be forever loved with his family. The associate students and I are thrilled to have Shinya officially and forever present Gilmore to Sherilyn.
I will be speaking about human Lydia and dog Charles. So Lydia was Charles's puppy raiser. She's an incredible young woman and is very, very dedicated to the Bergen mission. She was in high school when she committed to taking on Mr. Charles. She was also a mock client during one of Bergen's 2-week rough and tough client training sessions. In addition, Lydia also worked with the associate students and the bachelor students. Wow, talk about dedication, again, to Bergen's mission. Lydia's family and the family dog Cooper were also an important part of raising Mr. Charles. Lydia's mother, Tasha, said that Charles was a star pupil, but she always referred to him as a cuddly lump of love on the couch. Lydia and family, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for all your time, energy, and care to make Charles the great dog that he is. Charles, here we go. Yahoo! At age 3.5, my Mr. Charles is graduating. He was my student dog last semester, you know, your first love. You never forget your first love. Myself and so many others cannot be happier or prouder of his fine accomplishments. And we're also very excited about his future with Nelson. Charles is a highly skilled and versatile dog. Besides his charm and his adorable head tilt that melts your heart, Charles has amazing insight and is remarkably empathic. Sure, he knows over 100 commands, but his ability to connect with his person is an extraordinary and life-changing gift.
So Nelson, our next client, which I'm going to invite up to the stage. Nelson is a wonderful and caring individual who served in the U.S. Marines. When he came to Bergen, he expressed his desire and excitement of receiving a dog and a companion to be with him for many years to come, till death do us part, did he say. He is dedicated and always willing to learn, one of the most outspoken and curious students in our client training this semester. And he has incredible insights despite never having owned or had a dog before this. He was always very curious, wanting to learn more and more so he could do right and do the best thing he can with Charles and receive better in the future. I am pleased to announce Nelson will now be receiving Charles from Eden.
Nando had the good fortune to be raised by Vincent, who became a puppy parent for a senior project in high school. Although Vincent was Nando's main handler, the whole family was involved in raising his beautiful, black lab with stunning golden eyes. They dedicated themselves to giving him the best possible start in life. And because of their love and dedication, he is here today, ready to graduate. Thanks to Vincent and to his family, as well as all the student trainers who cared for and worked with him, Nando gets to spend his days as a facility dog, offering his unique form of empathy to brighten the day of everyone he meets. Nando. In my mind, I call him Nandomad, my little superhero. I call him that because of the qualities that make him perfect for the work he will do as a facility dog. One example. Every day after school, Nando and I would sit in the backyard with my semi-feral brat cat kitten, and she harassed him with her teeth, with her claws, and he never showed anything but gentleness. She put her claws in his thigh and pulled his skin, and he just looked at her and said, "Yeah, you do what you have to do." When Nando puts his big head on your lap, or he lays his body across you during a lay-on, it feels like being covered with a blanket of pure love. In our training, he made me work for every gain we made, and that made him one of the best teachers here at Bergen. He taught me patience and persistence, and I am so grateful that I got the chance to know him.
Whoop, whoop. Right. So Ellen, why don't you come on up? Where are you, my dear? So my. Ellen was actually paired with Nando in November of 2021. Nandaman. And she is a clinical social worker, and her and Nando live in Truckee, speaking of Grateful Dead. Truckee, California, which is the beautiful Lake Tahoe region. They both work at the Truckee Therapy Place and care for a diverse population of clients with various mental health challenges. Ellen says that Nando loves supporting his clients via physical touch, social greetings, and empathy with his kind and gentle personality. When Ellen and Nando are off duty, they enjoy hiking and swimming in the local lakes and rivers, and guess what? Eating apples. Yum. Shelby will be presenting Nando to Ellen.
not least, we'd like to recognize Elena. Elena, who spoke so beautifully about her fellow clients. Elena has an unparalleled way of connecting with people. Her ability to be an empathetic listener, both as a student client and a teacher, is inspiring. I was particularly moved when we took her facility dog Oprah on a field trip to an elementary school. Her ability to connect with the students resulted in a warm environment filled with learning. She utilized Oprah to teach the students that if you wouldn't say it to a dog, you shouldn't say it to another person. A lesson I think we can all take away from Elena. Overall, I'm excited to see what Elena and Oprah continue to bring their students and to their community as a whole. Once more, congratulations to our clients.
It is my pleasure to present to you our graduating facility and service dog teams of December 2021 and May 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, Elena and Oprah, Megan and Dora, Julia and Pepper, Chantal and Dell, Greta and Bosco, Sherilyn and Gilmore, Nelson and Charles, Ellen and Nando. And now we would like to acknowledge our incredible puppy raisers who are so important in the growth and training of our future service dogs. As I call your name, if you could please come up to receive your gift. Sherilyn? Connie? Diane? And Serene. Once again, thank you to all of our puppy raisers and fosters. We truly couldn't do this, each and every one of you.
All right, now would you please help me welcome to the stage the Chief Academic Officer, Becca Richardson, and our President, Dr. Bergen, who will be presenting Bergen University of Canine Studies 2022 graduating class.
Okay, so for the big moment, before I call our graduates up, I just want to let their family and friends know that every single one of these graduates have worked really hard. They've done long hours. They have given everything that they can to the dogs that they worked with, and they had to study while they were dealing with dogs. A lot of people think that the students here come and they get to have fun and play with dogs and puppies, and yes, that's part of it, but they are also expected to complete papers and presentations and take midterms and finals on top of taking care of dogs 24/7. So these are very special people that are going to go out and change the world for the better for humans and dogs. I'm always really proud on this day. Speaking of crying, because we're a small school, we really get to know these students and we love them, and it's exciting to see what they do. Okay, Associate of Science and Assistance Dog Education graduates, please stand and accept your university diploma. Mary Lynn Bement. John Wilson Colley. Kayla Gilbert. Angela Husband.
Go Angie!
Drea Casanich. Nancy Newman. Sam Riley. Christina Southern. And Jonathan Harrer, who was unable to attend the ceremony. And who I affectionately call my troublemaker. The associates class has chosen Mary Lynn Beman to speak on their behalf.
Woo! That was Bessie.
Stuff management. Hold on, people. Okay. Whew. A little out of breath. Haven't danced like that in a while. Since Angela and Oprah morning dances. So, who did let the dogs out? Who let these dogs out? Well, let's answer that question. After working our tails off for our degree, the Bergen team opened the gate for the grade 8 to graduate. Woo! All right, so good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here and all of our peeps watching from afar. What a great day to be a dog lover. What a great day to be a lover of one or more of these fabulous graduates graduating today from Bergen University of Canine Studies. My name is Mary Lynn, but I usually go by ML, especially when I'm in California. And I am a proud graduate today. And by the way, I love dogs. I made this to show, not to sit up there. I am so thankful and grateful for the stellar education that I received here at Bergen. But I am equally grateful for my 7 classmates. I totally lucked out with being with the best associates class ever. Right, Bonnie? Ah, she confirmed it. She never would confirm that for 2 semesters. You guys heard it. I do call us the grade 8. Okay, grade 8 class of 2022, make some noise! I do love that saying, good things come to all those who wait. Well, over a decade ago, I was sipping a pint at the Marine Brewing Company, just a county south of here, with my Bay Area friends who are in the back there. And we were discussing my next career path. It was then, over 10 years ago, that I decided to come to Bergen. Yepper, it took me 10 plus years to get here, but it was worth the wait to be with the grade 8 and to get an education from a world-class organization. On behalf of my 7 classmates, whom I affectionately call my pup peeps, we would like to wholeheartedly thank the entire Bergen family. Everyone here has helped us to learn, to grow, to be competent dog trainers, and appreciate the doggy universe more than ever. Okay, pup peeps, on 3, say thank you, Bergen family, and then make some more noise. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Bergen family! Woohoo! That was a page turner. Associates, let's also give a shout out to congratulate our bachelor's and our master's students. On 3, shout congratulations. 1, 2, 3, congratulations! Okay, now it's time to pump up and motivate the graduates. Associates, I want you to say 3 things that would make anyone's future better, anyone's future life better, but especially ours as graduates in assistance dog education. Associates, can you say dogs? Dogs. Associates, can you say service? Service. Associates, can you say gratitude? Gratitude. Dogs. You came to Bergen because you have a passion for dogs. Now it's time to make a pledge to dogs. Always have them in your life as your best friends, but especially training them to help people. Quote by Roger Carras, and I know Sam knows this quote. Dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole. Service. You came to Bergen because you have a passion to serve. Now it's time to make a commitment to service. Be of service to one person or many people by training dogs. Be of service to your community, to veterans. Be of service to improve the world through the human canine connection. A quote by Dieter Ortdorf. As we lose ourselves in service of others, we discover our own lives and our own happiness. Gratitude. You came to Bergen, and I know you're thankful you did. But now it's time to step it up. Be more than just thankful, guys. Be grateful. Carry gratitude in your heart, all of you, for the rest of your lives. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst to happiness. Quote by Melody Beattie. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Speaking of gratitude, this is a little side note because something really special happened to me today. First of all, I have 6 friends in the back. 4 are from the Bay Area that I've known for a while that are coming here. Paula and Julie and Chris and Michelle. Some of you guys know Chris and Michelle. But 2 of my Army buddies from 20 plus years ago surprised me outside the gate a few hours ago. So Colleen came from Georgia and Lori came from Nebraska. We tend to surprise each other here and there on trips and whatnot, but they got me this time. You guys, thank you for coming here. I am grateful. So speaking of gratitude, I am so personally grateful for my 7 pup peeps, the great 8. I know they're grateful for all of us also, but let me just tell you briefly why. Briefly, because I'd be up here for another hour if I was going to talk about everything entirely. Sam, tough, incredible dog knowledge, brave. Chris, information technology wizard, perseverance. Drea, salt of the earth, positive role model, owl-like wisdom. Jack, precise, hardworking, huge heart, giggle brings a big smile. Kayla, educator extraordinaire, driven, kind, compassionate, and confident. Nancy, one of our young bucks, wise beyond her years, altruistic, multi-talented. Giggle also brings a big smile. And last but not least, Angela, selfless, dedicated beyond words, a fighter and a healer for others. Passion. Angela, Semper Fi. Now I will read off some reflections from our 2 semesters here at Bergen. Funny. Thank goodness for, is Adam here? Adam, are you here? Thank goodness for our dog law class. We now know that it's illegal to fish off the back of a camel or a giraffe in Idaho. Who knew? Thank you for that tip, Chris. Challenge. Detaching from our first dog and now our second dog. If you need a pick-me-up, just bounce around and say, yeah! Right, Nancy? Funny. As graduates, do we finally understand the inverted U? Quote, each dog brought special gifts to our lives. Funny. From now on, tit for tat and lollipop will have a whole new meaning. Quote, a dog's unconditional love can do wonders. Funny. I think Harris, aka Miss Hey Hey, used up all of the get out of jail free cards in the entire world. Challenge. Not running 1, but 2 client trainings. Funny, or maybe not so funny. Bonnie asking, what is stage 2? That's the funniest? Okay. I kept it toward the end. Very good. Quote, I feel confident for the first time in my adult life. If you need a smile, just say squishy! Quote, teaching a dog a task will make you feel like you won the lottery. Funny, we never want to see a red whistle ever again. Quote, I learned how to crawl out of the shadows and stand in the sun. Funny, ML is a great demo dog, but Drea sucks as a handler. A demo dog handler, sorry. Quote, I learned to accept love from others and started to love myself. If you want to make a difference, be like Charles and spread kindness. Cool. You go, Nelson, and Mr. Charles. Quote, the Bergen experience and my classmates have changed me for the better. And last but not least, quote by Dr. Bonnie Bergen just 2 weeks ago, there's nothing more relevant than training dogs. I like that quote, Bonnie. So in closing, Associates Class of 2022, 22 is my favorite number. So Class of 2022, take your knowledge, take your skills, take your strengths, take your beautiful selves, and go forth and conquer. Follow your dreams. You guys got to clue me in later what the hell's so funny. Go forth and conquer, follow your dreams, make lots of tails wag, but do not forget to make a pledge to dogs, make a commitment to service, and carry gratitude in your hearts. Thank you. This dog is out.
Thank you, ML. Bachelor of Science in Sonology graduates, please stand and accept your university diploma. Noeli Zidlali Cazares Munoz. Rena Corbin. Saliana Paloma Goss. Holly High Note. Beatrice Padilla. Anne Dempsey Schemmel. Megan Renee Savillo. and Stephen Moore, who was unable to attend the ceremony. The bachelor's class has chosen Holly Highnote to speak on their behalf.
Hi everyone. I'm going to promise you right now there is no chance I will be anywhere near as funny as ML. I can't do it. But I do want to say, huh? I do want to thank everyone for being here today, whether you're here with us in person or joining us online. All of you guys have had such an impact on all of the students, the development, our learning. And I want to say, on behalf of the Bachelor Class of 2022, thank you for all you guys' efforts that you've invested in us in the past 2 years. We started online. We started getting to know each other in one of the worst possible ways to get to know another person, over Google Meet or Zoom, and then had to deal with the even more interesting challenge of coming to campus and trying to put names to faces half covered in masks. Surprisingly hard. But our class has been insanely flexible, dealing with changing semester start dates constantly, dealing with all sorts of interesting challenges that Bergen has showed us, but also gave us an opportunity to grow through. But I feel like one of the most important things we've done and during our time at Bergen is help start the rescue program. All of us have had our little rescue dogs, and I feel like that has made a big difference in all of our lives, and definitely in the lives of our little rescues too. And I want to thank our instructors, and as much as we learned from them, one of our most important teachers during our time at Bergen was our little puppy friends. They have taught us how to focus on the simple things, the important things, to care for and love something other than ourselves, to pick up messes that we didn't make, and to play. They reassure us, keep us from being restless, and they help us be practical, grounded, and they make us smile, most importantly. And I know all of us are going to miss our dogs that we've made connections with over the past 2 years, but I hope we all can remember how great their lives are going to be because of the differences that we have made. I just want to give everyone the advice, just take everything we've learned, all the things we've built upon, and all the things that we've learned about ourselves, not just dogs, and apply it in meaningful and effective ways in our very uncertain journeys ahead. I know not all of us are sure what we want to do, but I know all of you guys are going to go out and make a huge difference in the world. Not just for dogs, but for humans too. I'm so excited to graduate with you guys today. Good job.
Thank you, Holly. Our Master of Science in Human Canine Life Sciences students attend our hybrid program from around the world and graduated in December. Due to COVID concerns with travel, most of these graduates are unable to attend today's ceremony, but we do have one special graduate walking across the stage who, I'm going to say, dealt with some heavy-duty medical problems and couldn't type and still managed to finish the thesis. So it's incredible. Master of Science in Human Canine Life Sciences graduate, please stand and accept your university diploma. As I said, this is a very special master's graduate who has worked incredibly hard. Asher Belden. I'd like to read the following names of our Master of Science graduates. Mandy Hansen, Crystal Inman, Kimberly Lancaster, Megan Laughinghouse, Matthew Miller, Diane Summers, and Ashley Torres. Thank you.
Associate of Science students, please stand. Move your tassel to the right. Bachelor of Science students, please stand. Move your tassel to the right. Master of Science student, please stand and move your tassel to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the Bergen University of Canine Studies graduates of 2022. Thank you.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this task known as why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and asking on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
It's really bad. I just started a new job over at Oakland Animal Services. I wanted to work but now I'm just over there. Yeah, I'm taking teaching in the fall.